Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sarita's Flavors. Here I have 5 peeled potatoes, and I'm going to be dicing them up because we're going to be making home fries. I'm going to dedicate this video to one of my very close friends, Asia. Check out her YouTube channel, Diva Glam. Diva Glam, my bad. My girl loves my home fries. Like, she's always like, we're always talking, she's like, oh, I'm craving your home fries. So I'm gonna dedicate this video to her, and let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and dice up these potatoes. You don't want to leave them too big. You don't want to cut them too small. Medium size. Alright, so now we have our diced up potatoes. Gonna go ahead and put them in a pot of boiling water for about 11 to 15 minutes until they soften up. We're not making mashed potatoes, we're making home fries. So we want to make sure that they hold their form still, but just soften up. Now that our potatoes are boiling, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Go ahead and take 1/2 of a white onion or a yellow onion, and then 1/4 of a red onion. Go ahead and dice them up. Again, same as the potatoes. You don't want them too big. You don't want them too small. This is just my preference because I really enjoy the taste of onions. If you don't like onions, then I guess just use a little less. Cut them a little bit smaller so that you don't actually have chunks of onions. And now that we have all of our onion diced up, go ahead and put it in the corner of your cutting board or put it in a separate little bowl to get out of your face because they're actually making me cry now. Alright, once you've done your onion, go ahead, put it to the side, get it out your face ASAP so that you're not crying like me. Alright, and next we're going to get, now we have here 2 pieces of bacon. You can use more bacon if you like. This recipe for me is mostly just for taste. So just go ahead, lay your bacon out, and then just slice them into about inch piece slices. I'm gonna go and wash my hands. After I have washed my hands, I'm gonna preheat my oven to a medium temperature, so about 5.5 on my stove, and we're going to cook this bacon. Once we have our nice skillet or pan prepared, what I have here is fresh oregano. If you don't have fresh oregano, dried oregano will work. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this all off of the vine. And I'm gonna chop it up as small as possible because we're gonna need this later on in this recipe. Now your fresh oregano, you can just leave it on your cutting board until it's time to use it, or you can put it in a different dish. It doesn't matter, we're not gonna be using the cutting board anymore. Now you're just gonna mix it up until everything is mixed in nicely. I'm just gonna let that cook at medium heat, and we're gonna cover it up for about 4 minutes before we check on it again. So this is about 5.5 tablespoons of butter. We don't want our bacon to get super crispy just yet. So go ahead and cut off about 2 tablespoons of butter and dump it into that same pan with your bacon and onions. Our potatoes are pretty much done now. So go ahead, strain them out. All right, now that our bacon has began to brown, we're gonna let it cook for about 3 more minutes until most of the bacon is brown. And now is a perfect time to turn up the heat just a little bit to a medium high, so 6.5 on my stove. We're gonna evenly sprinkle on some chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, adobo, we're gonna put the rest of our butter into our potato bacon mix. Alright, I think you guys were all able to see how that flour pretty much soaked up and dried up all of the nice butter and fat that we had accumulated. So we're gonna add 4 more tablespoons of butter. And the whole time, you just want to make sure that your potatoes are as evenly layered as possible so that every piece gets a beautiful even char. Here, I have some freshly minced garlic. Gonna go ahead and drop that in to our pan. Now, the reason why I like to add the garlic closer to the end is because I really like that garlic flavor. I don't like for it to get too mixed in with everything. But if you aren't a big garlic fan like myself, you can completely opt it out. Or you can add it pretty much right when you add in your oregano, right before you add in your potatoes. As we mix it, you'll notice that your potatoes are beginning to get that nice crunchy char. Now, if you guys notice, I switched from a spatula, I switched from a spoon to a spatula, and the reason is because I just want to flip the potatoes over to make sure that they're all evenly getting a nice, beautiful crust on them instead of mixing them all together, which would essentially make mashed breakfast potatoes. Alright guys, so here we have a plate of my very special home fried recipe. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Leave in the comments anything you would like for me to make in the future. Send me pictures. I want to see what you've made. One love.